Hey everyone, very quick video just on this Casio Gulfmaster quad sensor G-Shock. Some people have been asking about it, so I thought I would do a quick video. So I really like G-Shocks on the whole, and this is the most all singing, all dancing G-Shock that I've ever had, and as far as I can tell really that it really exists other than the kind of more smart type ones. So to cut a long story short, it has solar power, so you're never going to run out of batteries if you're going diving. It is radio controlled, so it has incredibly accurate timekeeping. It has a very lovely backlight. It is 200 meters water resistant. It's fully dive proof basically, and it has this quad sensor feature. So it has, I don't know if you can see here, a barometer, a compass. Underneath the arrow there is altimeter, temperature and depth. So 5 features but 4 sensors. So the barometer and the altimeter, essentially it's the same sensor, I guess. For divers out there, the depth gauge is going to be the one of most interest, but everything has its place. It also has a tide time, which is amazing. So if you're any water sports whatsoever, this is going to be really useful. The downside of this watch is that it's basically not available. You have to get it on eBay or somewhere. I think they stopped producing it last year. I really cannot figure out why. It's so good. I think they had some problems with an early batch, but I've never had any problems with this whatsoever. It's classic kind of G-Shock, bulletproof, with a sapphire crystal display as well. So this is one of the Master of G ranges, I believe, which is their sort of higher end stuff. And if you were to buy this full price, it's nearly £1,000, which seems crazy for a G-Shock, but there you go. But eBay, you can get one of these between £400-500, probably from a collector, so it'll be in immaculate condition. So just go through the basic functions. It's got a, hang on, we'll start at the beginning. You can flip through, this button goes through these options. So it's got a barometer, so little graphs displaying where it's been, where it's going, current pressure. It's got a compass, so the second hand always points to north, and you don't have to have it dead level. You can kind of have it on, how you might look at it on your wrist. It'll still show it. Altimeter, so saying 30 meters above sea level, which I think is probably about right. Temperature gauge. This gets really skewed by if it's sitting on your wrist, so you need to leave this on the side. It's good, probably good for water temperature reading. I've never really actually tested that, but I think it, like I've just forgotten that it was there basically. But if you leave it on the side, it will show you the air temperature pretty accurately, as long as it's not in direct sun or sitting on anything hot. And then here's the depth sensor, which is what you'd want to see probably. You can see how the second hand has gone straight to the beginning of a 0 mark here on the inside of the bezel, going up to 50 meters. So it only does up to 50 meters. So if you want to do anything crazy deep, this is really more of a backup. But it also shows it in the digital display as well. So the second hand will sweep down as you go deeper, and it shows you the display. There's no depth alarms or anything like that, but it's just great to have a near enough everyday watch that it's never going to run out of batteries, which is also going to show your depth. So from a freediving point of view, when you're not really needing a huge amount of decompression information and stuff, having a depth, having a stopwatch, having the time, for me this is just something I can always have on and not worry about it, and it's going to give me everything I need for a day's teaching or a day's diving. The only thing I'd be lacking are some depth alarms or surface interval times, but you can just look at your watch, look at the time, ticking by or whatever, to test that. Back to barometer, there you go. I love the way the second hand sweeps around to find stuff. It's really cool. So flip back to the time mode, beep. There you go. So all the buttons do something, giving you moon age and different displays and stuff like that. Bottom line is that you're getting a really tough watch. Okay, it's not cheap, but it's going to give you you know, if you're into surfing or diving or whatever, sailing, this has pretty much every single feature you could ever dream of. Plus it's as tough as anything, and it's going to go with you everywhere, and travel well and be super accurate. So yeah, if you're looking for something a little bit different in regards to a dive watch that might have a few other features, that won't run out of batteries when you're about to go diving, which is a huge deal for me, then try and track one of these down. So it's the quad sensor, the Casio G-Shock Casio G-Shock quad sensor underneath there. There are Gulfmasters out there that are not quad sensor, so if you get one that's crazy cheap, you're probably actually not getting the quad sensor. So the giveaway is, when you look at the picture what you're buying, it says quad sensor under Gulfmaster, and you have this particular just on the inside of the bezel, like I said, you've got this 0 to 50 reading. So it's the depth sensor, which is the only one which only comes with the quad sensor Gulfmaster. The other ones don't have the depth sensor. So for all us divers, of course, that's the critical, you know, feature that this one comes with. So you've got the barometer, the compass, the altimeter, the temperature, depth and tide. Fantastic watch. Yeah, so there it is. If you've got any questions, just you know, fire away. But you know, I actually don't know. The funny thing about this watch is that there's loads of features that I don't really know yet. I haven't even gone into the the manual's massive, and probably, okay, there's different languages, but probably that much of it is English. So yeah, there's loads that I haven't even gone into. But yeah, any questions, fire them over, and yeah, if you like it, go find one. But this is not a sponsored video, by the way. You know, I wasn't handed this for nothing or anything. So I just really like G-Shocks. I think they work really well. Cool, right, take it easy, bye.